cater towards them. And when you are a young person, it makes sense. Like when I started as a 14-year-old, I was making videos, believe it or not, for other 14-year-olds who were into tech. As a 31-year-old, it feels a little less natural to make videos for 14-year-olds, and it will continue to feel less and less natural. So I think the idea basically is to continue to talk to audiences that are similar to me in some way at the expense of maybe some of the youth eyeballs, and I think that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Cool. It also prevents you from falling into the trap of like patronizing or, like talking that.
I do think that, yeah. It kind of feels, bad.
Yeah. Let's talk about the stuff we're covering. I mean, since we last spoke, the smartphone world has settled into this like really dull predictability, in my opinion. Even the foldables, even the exotic categories, especially in the US.
Yeah.
In China's still doing really fun stuff, but we can't get a lot of them here. So have you found ways of keeping phones interesting to you, or have you had to, or have you not had to? Like I've had to find new ways of keeping myself interested in the job.
Totally. The part that keeps it interesting to me is the stories. The stories behind why certain things change, the stories behind the releases or the hype or the failed features or whatever. There's always a story behind it.
Yes.
So even if like we're reviewing the OnePlus 15 this week, which is another phone.
We are indeed.
Right? Yeah. There are so many ways that this could be just a boring video of like, it's got the new chip and it's got the new RAM and the new software and it's another slab.
Paint job.
Yeah. But finding a theme or finding a reason why they did something that you didn't expect them to do or went backwards a little bit and trying to wrap that all into a video, the storytelling part keeps it interesting to me. Even if I'm not sitting there going, wow, what a phone. It's the behind the scenes of the production of telling that story. Yeah. That is the interesting part to me.
Does that hold true for phones that you like? I mean, the OnePlus 15 maybe is an example of this. I know for me, I'm not going to name them, but I know for me, every time a particular phone comes out every year, there are 2 or 3 where I'm like, I would not, given the choice, I would not cover this, but it's too newsworthy. I have to cover it.
Yeah.
What is the ratio of that to you? Like, if you had to mix them down, if you had to say, like, all right, here's a video I really want to do about a product I'm really interested in, versus here's the thing that I have to do because if I don't, I can't support the channel. Like, we have to make money. We have to stay relevant.
That's such a good question. I think it's almost 100% videos I want to make. There are maybe.
No way. Really?
And I'll tell you why. Because there are 2 or 3 or 4 that come to mind, or 5, that are like content strategy decisions, like a new colorway for a phone that already exists, or an unboxing for a phone where we already know what comes in the box, right? But I am such a content strategy nerd that the fact that the tech is that interesting and outweighs what's in the content is interesting to me. It's this weird thing where like, 97% of the videos, I'm excited about it and I can't wait to make this video. And then it's the new red iPhone colorway, for example, right?
Yeah.
I know you didn't want to say a name of a phone, but like that's one of them.
Sure, yeah.
It's like, okay, that's a video where I ordinarily would not cover it, and there's so many other examples of that, but I know that when this video publishes, it's going to get 3.5 million views for some reason. Why? That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
And so I'll make the video and I'll acknowledge it in the video. Like, you guys are already commenting that this is a useless video, but I just want you to keep scrolling down a little bit and you see the view count. That's why this video exists, and it's supporting other videos on the channel, and that's interesting to me. So there's a lot going on. Okay. Obviously, the new phone is not interesting, but
that is a broad use of the word interesting. But I'll take it. No.
The content strategy and
the tactic itself, the strategy itself.
Yes. And I think, and I've told the octopus analogy a million times, but I've distilled one of my functions in this studio environment as the content strategist. So I pay a lot of attention.
Is that an arm you're ever going to cut off?
That's one of the hearts I'm never cutting out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. One of the ways I've found of keeping things fresh, because it's funny, I don't have that same perspective, and I think it's a really useful one. I've had to change the videos themselves to keep myself interested, oftentimes to the detriment of the videos. You remember when Asus did that Space Edition laptop a couple years ago? It was like a NASA edition. It had an OLED on the cover. It was all like gray.
Oh,
a piece of spatial equipment.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool enough on its own, but I'm going to take it to Kennedy Space Center and review it there and watch a rocket launch, right? And I just crossed an ocean to break a record nobody knows about because I couldn't bear to do another smartwatch review the same way. But there's a sacrifice there. because in that example, ocean liner nerds are going to love half the video and they're not going to care about the watches, and vice versa. The space one is just ridiculous. So you don't do a lot of those often, but you did one recently, the top 5 sports tech. It was really fun, and one of the most upvoted comments there was like, it's really fun to see Marquez like get excited about not that you don't get excited about tech, but like it felt like you were showing us a part of yourself that we don't get to see very often.
Sure.
But first of all, would you like to do more of those, or can we expect you to do more of those, or not? Is that just
definitely yes. Cool. It is exciting specifically because it is a challenge that I don't get a lot of reps at. I get a lot of reps at new smartphone is coming out. You have an audience interested in tech. How do you tell this tech story to this audience? Yeah. I do not have a lot of reps at new sports tech is available that's specifically better for your recovery between workouts and a thing that you do on the side that nobody hears about very often. Yeah. How do you tell that story or share that in a way that's interesting to these people?
Yeah, absolutely.
So and it's just a different challenge.
Right. For me, that keeps me energized in the process. But you had the same issue, I noticed. Like, that video underperformed compared to your usual format.
Totally.
Does that bother you at all? Or is it just an example of like, no, sometimes I got to make a video for me?
Yeah, no, it's you've heard so many times the one for me, one for them type thing.
Yeah.
That was one for me. There's also a content strategy part of my brain that's looking at the area under the curve where, like, I know that people are not going to watch the iPhone 15 review 2 years later. Like, tech, when it's timely, has this really big spike at the beginning and then an incredibly short tail.
Falls right off.
You know about this,
Absolutely.
like super short tail.
Yeah.
But these more evergreen, as we call them, videos, because they are not extremely timely and it's just a sports tech video, super small initial curve, but a way longer tail, in a way that the area under the curve in 5 years will probably be better than an old gadget review.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it underperforming now.
Makes sense. And YouTube gives you that bone often on the analytics. It'll be like, not fewer people are choosing to watch this video, but they're watching for longer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a good indicator for when I check back in 5 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, good call. This is a weird question because it's one I've been thinking about for myself recently. Do you have a preference for how people watch your videos? By which I mean, like, if you can envision the ideal scenario for someone who is consuming an MKBHD video, is it someone on a tablet on a commute, or on a couch on a big screen TV, or like on a phone in a toilet? Like, where do you want people to be to watch an MKBHD?
I'm hoping phone on the toilet. No,
100%.
I
phone
think
in the shower is the real move.
Yeah, right. I've never been asked that before, and when you started saying that, what I pictured was how often I watch videos, which is on a desktop in a browser, switching to 4K, full screening, and kicking back a little bit.
Okay.
And like really watching the video.
Yeah.
And maybe that's how I watch it because I make videos, and so that's just a unique behavior.
Yeah.
But I do hope that there's some version of like appreciating the small details while I hope they replay stuff once in a while just to catch something that they might have missed.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, we upload these videos in 4K for a reason, so hopefully a few people are watching in the highest resolution like I'm trying to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For me, it's I would like it if people watched YouTube like I watch YouTube, which is on a big screen TV on my couch.
You're one of the TV viewers.
I'm one of the TV guys.
I hear about these TV viewers, and I'm like,
it's a lifestyle, man.
So you open the TV app, and you scroll. Are you homepage, and you're just seeing what pops up?
I am homepaging, and my algorithm is really well tuned now. I got a lot of Evan Fitzgerald content this year.
It's got to be, because subscription box is one place, but the home feed, the more you use it, the more it's tuned.
Trouble with the subscription box on the TV is it shows you shorts. I'm not trying to watch shorts on a TV.
It does?
Yeah,
and it plays them?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Is it a carousel when you open a short?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Don't find out.
I won't. I'm not giving it that signal that I approve.
It's funny. The videos, 15 years ago, a long tech video was 7 minutes long.
I know, yeah.
Now, a short tech video is 7 minutes long.
100%, yeah.
And I think that's correlated pretty directly with a lot more TV viewers, and YouTube talks about this all the time, and I've noticed it, and I'm happy that you're one of the TV viewers. That's really interesting.
Me too. And thank you pandemic lockdown. I think that's what did it.
Sure, yeah.
We're talking about it already. I just want to touch on it. Long form is obviously your bread and butter. Because I don't watch short form, I don't know the answer to this question. What about short form? Like how important is it to your strategy? And more interesting to me, is it something you do because you have to, or is it exciting to you in any way?
It's changed. So I love content strategy questions. This is right up my alley. I've thought a lot about this.
Yeah.
Yes, long form is my bread and butter, always has been, probably always will be. But you see the proliferation of shorts. They're everywhere, and they're exploding in popularity. And you go to one of these YouTube creator summits, and all they're talking about is short form. And it kind of feels like I have to be in short form. So that was the beginning. I made a shorts channel separately. I was like, my audience doesn't want this, but let me see how it does. Eventually we find a way to like bring it to the main channel and like mix shorts in. But as I'm making these shorts, I'm learning a lot about how to make shorts, how I think about what a short vertical video is, and maybe how it can drive viewership to the long videos as well. And it slowly became more and more of, I want to be good at this and speak this language and make it also my bread and butter. And my shorts went from every single one being 59.5 seconds because I suck at compressing this stuff into shorts, into like, wow, we just made one that was 25 seconds and it was the best one that we've made. And
that's cool.
It's become a very conscious part of the content strategy. It's the top of the funnel. It'll just go out and take viewers in the funnel, and people will find the long form.
That's the right way to think about it. This is not a question. This is a compliment. Like, because it's the opposite of how I do it. You know, in some ways I'm an old man, right? And actually in a lot of ways I'm an old man. And I remember getting pushed real hard by an agent at one point who wanted to rep me, who was like, listen, you got to be on TikTok. And I said, I really don't want to be. And he's like, you got to skate to you got to go to where the people are. Like, I get that. Also, if I wanted to spend every day doing something I didn't want to do, I would just get a regular job. And you know, that's been okay for me. But I think the move is instead to say, this is difficult, this is something I'm not used to, let me do it, let me get good at it. Now, do you like doing it?
I like it, yeah. And I kind of I've changed, again, the lens through like, dang, we should do a short every single day. I've had to think about like, okay, what is a good short? How do I measure the success of a short? What do I think is a good idea versus a maybe okay idea for a short? And all these new, different, interesting questions. So yeah, now I enjoy making them. I enjoy
new challenges that you can excel at.
Exactly, a new challenge of like, I think we just had this set we were talking about on Waveform, that's 700,000 watch hours of shorts in the past 3 months, which is like a crazy number. But the fact that those people just swiped and it was just served to them, that is some person that may find the channel that wouldn't have.
Fuck, I forgot my cleaning supplies. Fuck, I just realized that. Also, I'm a little cold at 68 for some reason. I wasn't before, but now I am. Let's see if it changes, but I don't know, I feel like 68 isn't consistently 68. We'll see, but anyway, fuck. Yeah. I gotta grab them. Face is a little hot though. I need a water. That's what I need. I have Gatorade. I don't want to buy water, but if I have to, I'll buy one. I don't think I have any water here. I don't like searching my car while I'm driving because that's not safe. So, I'm just going to assume I'll wait till I get there. It's 36 minutes. If I have to, I'll buy water when I get there. If I can't find a Gatorade, be happy with it. Usually I have emergency water in the front, I'll check. Anyways, yeah. I got my cleaning supplies, so I'll have to ask them to do it. You know, I gotta get some extra time.
It may. Do you find that is the case? Because I think that's one of my things about short form that I don't like. It's like, it seems like it's this fire hose. My friend David Kogan pointed this out to me. He's like, this isn't for, like, no one is noticing who's making the content. They're just watching it. If they like it, they're swiping on to the next one. You don't?
Yeah, very valid. Yeah, I think you have to do your shorts in a way that makes the character presenting very quickly memorable. Okay. Like, if you're a Mr. Beast, you don't have to do that. Like, the second they see your face, they know you're Mr. Beast.
Right.
But if I'm scrolling shorts and I see, like, a person, like, showing me a product, to me that feels a little like an ad.
Yes.
And I'm not thinking I want to watch that.
Right.
But if I get, like, a nice hook and then a person, maybe it's not an ad. Maybe now it's just a really interesting thing this person found, and that's a little more appealing. So there's no science to it yet. This is just like random things I'm like spewing out, but like
seeing what works.
There are certain things that seem to work better as far as like getting your character to appear in shorts, which helps people remember that they've seen the character before and maybe subscribe more quickly than if they hadn't remembered it.
Got it. Yeah. All right, good. I should be taking notes on this. I'm going to listen to this episode later when I have to do shorts.
Yeah.
Do you think, I feel like I know the answer to this question, but do you feel like short form is a threat to long form, or will it always be a compliment to it?
I think it's a compliment.
Yeah.
At first it was like, is this taking out of the pie?
Right.
It's just a whole new pie, which doesn't happen very often.
No, true.
But like TikTok made a whole new pie, and then YouTube came along, added shorts, and it's like long form viewership is doing better than ever, but clearly there's a whole new pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of threats, do you think AI creators are a threat to us? Like, is a fake, not necessarily a fake mark, it's just like is a fake army of unreal people going to unseat us?
Intrinsically, no, because I have this belief with no founding evidence that people want to watch people. But there's evidence of successful AI creators.
There are.
And I think I just believe that they are successful because of the novelty of a successful AI creator.
Yeah.
And I think if it's all lowest common denominator AI slop, then it's all bottom feeder slop, and it's not like standing out.
Right.
I think people still want to watch.
Spike, and then people will be like, no, you know what? I'd rather have a real person.
Yeah. I still believe that to be true, although I can't really prove it yet.
And no, neither can I. And it's funny. If there were any wood in this room, I would knock on it.
It's all fake wood and laminate and like mesh and metal.
It's all very nice, though. I like it. I like it a lot. It's clean. One more on the creator economy, then I want to ask you another question. It's a fickle thing, the creator economy. I mean, in our specific corner of it, we're almost entirely dependent on external factors. Companies have to release products that we can review. Sponsors have to continue finding our content worthwhile or worth paying for. Do you ever feel like, as I do every day, that it could collapse at any moment?
Oh, wow. Like a bubble?
Not like a bubble, because there's actual value here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've moved on from AI.
Yeah. Because I think when you say collapse, it almost implies like that it's being held up by something flimsy, like it could collapse.
Right. And I don't feel like that, but I feel like I've heard people, speculate, and I've heard people try to track, the downward trend in sponsor spends. Obviously the creator space is getting more full with more creators every day. Influencers are it feels like there's a million introduced to the flow every minute. Totally. It's getting diluted. Yeah. And maybe if it doesn't collapse overnight, maybe if it helps, don't visualize that. But do you feel like this could all go away with very short notice? So like for an individual channel, maybe yes. And I think that's just because there's more competition. There's more parity than ever before. So if this new device comes out and 60 videos come out about it, why watch mine? Like that to an extent makes it feel like I'm just one of the dots, Yeah. But I think once you've built up, which I think you have, some sort of a base of people who are interested in what you have to say, and that comes with a lot of reps and a lot of proving yourself and being honest and trustworthy. People care about what you have to say. Sure. And I think that is enough of like a nucleus to keep it alive, whether there's more or less around you. Yeah, I've always said that if you have something, when people come to, as I'm sure they do to you, hundreds by the day, what is your advice for an up-and-coming creator? Yeah. And I always say, if you have something different to say or a different way of saying it, then it's worth doing. Sure. Right? Totally. Yeah. Just for a fun thought experiment, if it did end tomorrow, okay, and if we assume for the purposes of this question that you've somehow managed to save $0 over the past 15 years, what would you do for money? What would you do for a job? It's funny. Initially, so my channel goes away, but the economy still exists. Yeah. So initially, what's funny, well, what I went to school for and what I went to college thinking that I was going to do was that I was going to work in marketing for a tech company that works with creators. I thought I would be on the other side of that email chain that I'm on now. Interesting, okay. So in a world where insert tech company here needs a campaign for a new product, they have a marketing manager that organizes it, decides they want to work with creators, does that whole thing. I thought that would be me. Okay. And I think I still have that skill because I've seen it. I think I would probably
do that.
So you wouldn't. It's just so interesting because you wouldn't leave the world. Like you would just be on the other side of it.
Right. I have the baseline of knowledge useful to be valuable in that world still.
See, that's funny. So that's a smart answer. I wouldn't look at. You'd never find me with a camera in my hand again. I would be a tour bus driver at Kennedy Space Center.
Oh, specifically.
Yeah.
That's sick. I mean, I would love to have a much more interesting, like a novel answer where I
don't know. I don't know. After work.
I mean, obviously I play a sport that I really like, but that's not really a full-time job. So
right.
It's like I kind of don't have anything like that. Yeah. Like it would be cool.
It would, yeah.
Full-time ultimate frisbee professional.
It sure would, yeah.
That wouldn't really work, would it?
See, that's a shame because you're great at it. Apparently.
Yeah.
All right, let's pivot. We're going to talk about making things.
I love that.
Yeah, Marquez the Maker.
Mm-hmm.
I am a co-founder of an accessory company called Clicks Technology. It's physical keyboards for smartphones. And you are now the chief creative partner at Ridge.
Yes.
Neither of which was true when we last spoke. So this is a fun new chapter for us both. I'm going to ask you what everyone now asks me.
Okay.
Just world's most predictable question. How does being the builder of a product change the way you cover products?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have the urge that I had to suppress for a minute to use a softer touch because now you know how hard it is to make something?
Right. Yeah, I think actually part of why I enjoy being on the maker side more is I